All right. So, who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Lacee. I'm 30 years old. I'm a mom. I have a fiance. I'm a teacher, coach. I enjoy being outside and spending time with my friends and family.
You want the same questions. Is that correct?
No, you can ask me whatever.
Okay. If you could be any animal, no, just kidding.
Zebra.
That was quick. You already knew that answer.
It's the first thing that came to mind.
So this would be how has cancer impacted your life, and if you could share a little bit about your treatment plan.
Okay, give me a look at this one this time. Do you just go back and forth?
Let's go to this one,
Okay.
this one, because this one's a little bit more like you're talking straight to somebody.
So for my treatment plan, it kind of at the beginning was back and forth. I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer, stage 3, which is an aggressive form of breast cancer that typically targets younger women. It's very fast growing. So when I first met with a surgeon, he wanted me to do chemo first, then surgery, and then radiation. And then once we met with my oncologist, there was a clinical trial that I was eligible for. But the only thing with that clinical trial was that I had to do surgery first. And here in Rome, they have a great thing on Fridays where the doctors meet at like a roundtable meeting, and they discussed my case, and they decided as a team that it would be best for me to do chemo first to shrink my tumors. I had 2 in my left breast, and I had positive lymph nodes also. They decided that it would be best to do chemo first and then do surgery and then radiation. So I had 4 rounds of the Red Devil. I had 12 rounds of Taxol. I had 4 rounds of carboplatin. And I was also fortunate enough that Dr. Dillman was able to get me the immunotherapy Keytruda, and we started adding it in every 3 weeks. And I still currently take the Keytruda immunotherapy. After I finished all of that in January, on February 10th, I had a bilateral mastectomy with immediate reconstruction. And then March 24th, I started 28 rounds of radiation. Once I finished radiation, I started the expansion process of my tissue expanders. And on November 18th, I will be having my tissue expanders taken out and my implants put in, and I will be done with that part of my journey. I am currently still taking Keytruda immunotherapy every 3 weeks, but I only have a few more infusions left of that. And I'm very thankful that Dr. Dillman was able to get me that immunotherapy, because the research with it has shown tremendous help in the recurrence of triple negative breast cancer in women. Was that way too long?
No, that was perfect. I just do like a little pause between, because then it drops the audio, and it's easier when they edit it. Okay. Do you want to hit this question again about what your greatest fear was?
Yeah. This camera?
Well, let's not do that one. Let's say, if you could give one piece of advice to someone facing what you have faced, what would that advice be?
I think if I could give one piece of advice to someone going through what I've been through, is to stay positive. I think that is 90% of your battle, and if you can stay positive and just take things day by day instead of looking at big pictures, set small goals for yourself. Get through one chemo at a time, or one surgery, one radiation at a time, and just take it day by day. Also learn how to ask for help, and learn how to say no. Don't worry about hurting people's feelings. I know that was a hard one for me. I feel like I have to be everywhere all the time, and I had to learn that my body had to rest, and sometimes that meant having to miss events or miss family functions, and that's okay. You just got to do what's best for you during this time of crisis in your life.
What do you feel like one of your biggest obstacles have been during this cancer diagnosis?
I feel like the biggest obstacle I had during my cancer diagnosis was, even though I had a tremendous outpouring of support in the beginning, it was very hard for me to ask for help. It was very hard for me to say no. and it was very hard for me to admit when I may have been hurting or not feeling as well as I was. I don't want to say I wanted to be a hero, but I didn't want people to see me weak, and I felt like if I could stay strong for everyone else, that they would stay strong and positive about my journey. And it took me a little while to finally be able to say, hey, I don't feel good, or hey, I just can't do that right now. And that was definitely a hard one for me.
What did those people around you, close to you, what did they do that helped make a positive difference in your journey?
The people around me, my family and friends, went above and beyond to do for me. Whether it was getting one of our kids to and from wherever, keeping our kids, buying us groceries, cooking us supper, taking me to and from appointments. I never went to an appointment by myself. It might be sending me cards weekly or just sending a text to check on me. I literally had a village of people surrounding me, and the most important thing that people around me did was pray for me. And I feel like the more that God hears our name and hears people call out to you, the better it's for the better. And I can't thank all those prayer warriors enough for constantly calling out my name to Him to heal me, because we know that He is our ultimate healer. And even though I was getting the best medicinal care that I could, I knew that at the end of the day, He would be my healer and the way maker for my path after cancer.
Let's see. What is one word that you would use to try to sum up your cancer experience or journey?
One word for me would to be believe. Believe in yourself, believe in your doctors, believe in your faith, believe in your family.
That's a good answer. All right, your final answer. If you had one message to give to the cancer community, what would it be? And we'll look at this camera for that one.
If I had one message to give to the cancer community, it would be to stay positive, get you a support system, and keep it. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and take it one day at a time and keep fighting. Don't give up. There will be bad days, but there will also be good days, and take the joy in those good days, even if it's for an hour or 2 hours. Take that joy and keep positive and keep moving forward.
Awesome. Now, can you smile for me one time?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome.